the top 10 PS4 games to be released on 2020. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you'll enjoy.
We're officially halfway through 2020 and it has been a pretty terrible year so far. At least the games coming out were good. 25 PlayStation 4 games came out during the first half of 2020, but we picked only 10 of the best PlayStation 4 titles, all arranged by PlayScore. You can find the complete list on our website, whattoplay.com, link in the description box below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Opening at number 10 is Yakuza 5 Remaster. This 2012 classic gets a rebirth in the form of a remaster. Yakuza 5 was one of the best games of the PlayStation 3, and now the PlayStation 4 can finally experience the crazy misadventures of Kazuma Kiryu and friends. While the game deals with serious themes involving family legacy under Japan's criminal underbelly, it also goes overboard with its amount of absurd minigames. Five's greatest improvement is in its impressive amount of content as well. Players can now explore 5 different locales, all while extending the influence of your badassery through real-time brawler combat. It's a fantastic remaster that truly captures Japan's culture with style and charm. It receives a play score of 8.70. Swooping into number 9 is Huntdown. Ranked number 13 on our top 25 PlayStation 4 co-op games, this gritty, neon-lit 80s cityscape is in need of help. This retro-futuristic platformer from Easy Trigger Games lets players take control of a one-armed character armed to the teeth and lay waste to this dystopian timeline. Players familiar with Contra and Metal Slug's side-scrolling gameplay would definitely put this game on their wish list. Not to mention it encourages players to play with a friend.
She jumps up too? She jumps up to me. How am I gonna get you up? Ah! Wait. Ah! You like that? I like it better if you get me up. I want you to get up. That's how it goes.
Its local 2-player co-op support can let you invite a friend as you run, jump, and take cover in its chaotic future. It has a play score of 8.72. All kinds of zombies at number 8 with The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. With Half-Life Alyx taking the crown for being the best VR game this year, there's also the return of the famed zombie franchise Walking Dead into the gaming world. This virtual reality Walking Dead experience is also considered as one of the strongest VR games so far. Set in a flooded and dilapidated New Orleans, play as a lowly protagonist caught in a crossfire between warring factions. The undead threat is still at large, but focusing on survival is the game's biggest priority. Explore this god-forsaken hellhole and utilize a variety of weapons such as shotguns, rifles, and more to make it to the next day.
Oh shit! Back there.
As a VR title, its immersive gore can let players impale zombies and brutalize any opponent caught in their hands. It receives a play score of 8.77.
We are all born into this world. And we must all one day leave it.
Come to feudal Japan at number 7 with Nioh 2. Ghost of Tsushima isn't the only samurai game we're getting this year. The first half of 2020 has Nioh's latest sequel. Set years before the events of the original game, this next chapter centers around a player-created protagonist with customizable yokai skills. For fans of hybrid hack-and-slash RPGs with Japanese settings, Nioh 2 delivers with more impressive set pieces and challenging boss battles that could rival the Soul series. And speaking of the Soul series, Nioh 2 includes a multiplayer mode where you can invite up to 3 players in crazy co-op fashion. The game is exclusively available for the PlayStation 4, but with the state of gaming nowadays, expect a PC release soon. A DLC is slated to come out this month as well. Nioh 2 receives a play score of 8.80.
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill.
Choking out the number 6 spot is The Last of Us Part 2. Naughty Dog's latest sequel to their beloved post-apocalyptic drama sent waves of controversy all around the internet. Despite the hate, the game remains successful and is one of the PlayStation 4's best-selling titles since God of War and Uncharted. Part 2 continues Ellie and Joel's journey in this dystopian nightmare where the mutated monsters now roam the barren America. Praised for its impressive gameplay and breathtaking visuals, Naughty Dog isn't holding back the talents of their team of developers amidst the company's labor issues. The story may not appease longtime fans of the series, but the harrowing consequences of humanity's flaws is something this game wants players to see.
Needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning life is okay.
It receives a play score of 8.82. Did you know your reviews could influence these play scores? Register now at whattoplay.com and start reviewing games. Link in the description box below. Rip and tear at number 5 with Doom Eternal. id Software adds a new chapter to the galactic badass in his quest to eliminate the demon threat. A franchise built around splitting open demonic heads, Doom Eternal is just the kind of game where you live the ultimate fantasy of being a demon slayer without the cheesy dialogue and cute anime waifus. The forces of evil are now taking over planet Earth, and it's up to the legendary Doom guy to clean them up. While it is purely single player, this sequel continues to add more content to their multiplayer modes, including invasions. The only crime Eternal did was removing Deathmatch, but that's besides the point. Eternal is still the Doom game we all knew and loved, and it's still brutal as hell. A play score of 8.87. Here at number 4 is Streets of Rage 4. Ranked number 5 on our 25 best PlayStation 4 co-op games, a game that almost took 3 decades to get a sequel. Streets of Rage 4 is a return to form from their classic side-scrolling adventures. Choose to play as Axel Stone, Blaze Fielding, Floyd, or Cherry Hunter. Combining the new and the old, this cult classic from Sega continues the beloved beat-em-up craze. It's also not a Streets of Rage title without the much-awaited co-op mode. It's even more fun to play this with friends.
Whoa! Who needs a man when you have a woman like this?
Take back the streets with up to 4 local co-op fun, or go online with up to 2 players. A play score of 8.92. At third place, we have Dreams. Media Molecule's ambitious new IP might pave the way for the future of user-generated gaming communities. Little Big Planet did just the same, but with a few limitations due to some technical stuff. In Dreams, players create their own levels with an almost limitless amount of support. This includes creating fully fledged projects with their own set of mechanics, assets, sculptures, music, and art. It encourages the young and old to make their own levels, be it comical, absurd, or thematic.
Mario dies in a car.
Oh my god!
Now that's a good game. Now that's thumbs up.
There is a single-player mode available for those who simply want to dive in and enjoy the game's sense of wonder. But doing that just doesn't give Dreams justice. It is a surreal playground that lives up to its name, and it's a haven for passionate players with a knack for creativity. A play score of 9.02.
Let us defy destiny together. Cloud, there's still so much to be done.
Limit breaking into number 2 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, the most awaited JRPG that took 5 years in development. This grand remake rebuilds the iconic stories of Cloud, Strife, and friends as they stop an evil corporation from tearing their planet apart. This remake only covers the first few hours of the 1997 original, particularly the Midgar section. But don't fret, this part 1 of the saga has tons of things in store for new and old fans of the series. Battle Shinra Goons with the game's revamped real-time battle system.
Let's make it hot! Bring it! You can do it!
Cloud and his eco-terrorist buddies now look better with realistic visuals. Switch between 3 characters on the fly and let the battles begin. It receives a play score of 9.16. Here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Rebuilt from the ground up using Capcom's powerful RE engine, Jill Valentine goes face-to-face with the iconic nemesis in Raccoon City. The game is short and the amount of cut content bummed RE fans. However, Jill and Claire's characters are the game's best feature. A play score of 8.56. 2 Point Hospital. They say laughter is the best medicine. Creating your own medical facility comes with a price. This simulation game is not the kind you'd play if you're looking for some true-to-life medical experience. Engage in fun and humorous treatment from patients in different walks of life. A play score of 8.49. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. From browser game to fighting game on the console, Versus improves the Grand Blue Fantasy experience with high-quality art, captivating sound design, and an ever-expanding game system. A play score of 8.39. The Room VR Dark Matter. There's no denying horror games and VR work well together. Fireproof Studios expands their point-and-click puzzle games into VR territory with this tantalizing new chapter of the Room series. A play score of 8.37. Trials of Mana. A full-fledged 3D remake of the 1995 JRPG classic, harness the power of mana and lead a ragtag group of hopeful characters in their quest to save the world from imminent doom. A play score of 8.37.
It's showtime! The gift is beautiful as you! Gorgeous! I won't let it go to waste!
And the best PlayStation 4 game for the first half of 2020 is none other than Persona 5 Royal.
Make way for the Fist of the Phantom!
Get serious!
The Phantom Thieves have stolen our hearts once again in their stylish return to the PlayStation 4.
Showtime!
This definitive Persona 5 experience features a ton of new content even for those who played the original. Joker and his gang continue to reform society with anime swag.
You need proper punishment.
Joker took one out! Alright!
In Royal, new music, characters, and a whole new palace awaits the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. In addition to that, a variety of quality of life improvements make the game more accessible to fresh players. It's hailed as one of the best JRPGs in recent time, an Atlus crowning jewel. Sorry SMT fans, but it receives a play score of 9.56.
Okay, so guys, that was the end of my list. The top 10 2020 games to be released. They were released around January to June. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be posting the next video real soon. So that's it.